Hello guys, CyberScythe here back again with another video. So it's gonna be a little different today. Today I'm actually playing the Battlefield 6 open beta, which has just released for its first weekend. It's open, so I thought I would make a little video going over the beta because I've been playing it a bit recently. And it's been a lot of fun. It's pretty challenging game, I think. Because people are, you already have your sweats on there, but it's a pretty fun game, and I feel like even if you aren't the best shooter, best like first FPS shooter player, you can still get a lot of enjoyment out of this game. So I kind of want to go into a little bit more detail. So Battlefield 6 open beta is so anyone can play for this weekend, and then there's gonna be one next week from the 14th to 17th of August. And so what's happening right now is there's three maps that are currently you can play on with like 5 modes: Conquest, Breakthrough, Domination, King of the Hill, and then Closed Weapon Conquest. And I might go into a little detail later on, but basically King of the Hill, basic. Domination, just capture points. Breakthrough, I'm pretty sure you just have points, your attackers, defenders. So it's pretty good dynamic, I would say. Definitely, it is a beta, so you can definitely tell that some of the maps definitely need to be worked around because some of it's not fair. But pretty much how the game works is it's a 4-class system. So what that means is you have your assaults. So assault is like frontline people. They like have grenade launchers. You're basically like you're pushing. And then you have your engineers. So what's pretty cool about this game is there's tanks, like, and armored vehicles, and there's also like helicopters and jets that you can fly. And those are pretty cool. And basically the engineer helps repair your vehicles and also kill the enemy vehicles. Pretty cool. I've been playing a lot, having a lot of fun just blowing people up in a tank. So it's pretty, I think it's a pretty fun thing. You can't tell me that's not fun. You also have your support. Those are your medics, ammo people. And recon is sniper, basically motion sensing people, pointing out enemies. But yeah, so anyone can play the beta right now. I'm gonna kind of use this video to give some of my feedback on the game, how I like it, because I think I've been playing for like I think I've like 10 hours on the game so far. So I've been playing a few games, and I kind of, you know, have a little more have a bit of experience. So I know it's like kind of good, kind of bad, I guess. So right now, what I'm playing is the assault kit. So as you see, I have my assault rifle. I have a rocket launcher, stims, and then what I really like about the assault class is you actually get a shotgun, and you'll see me using the shotgun a lot throughout my gameplay. It's pretty cool. I think the shotgun. Okay, I'll just get straight into it. Like, I think the shotgun's pretty broken. I'm not gonna lie, because you can. I've had people before literally kill me at assault rifle range with a shotgun, just one shot, because it one taps people. And I think that's something EA needs to probably balance a bit. I think they need to make it more accurate at close range, but less accurate, like at, I guess, mid range. Like, it should not be killing people in one shot. I mean, it's pretty fun because it's whatever. It's just an open beta, so you're expecting this stuff to happen. But yeah, that's something I've been experiencing. And then also something that the support people have as an ability is that they can automatically revive people. And this is another mechanic I'm going to get into right now, is you when you die in any game mode so far, you will basically be downed, like right here I'm downed, and you're basically waiting for a revive. And if you notice, just then I immediately gave up and respawned. And I think this kind of brings me to my point where it's kind of a flaw to have like revives in a game like, I guess, Domination, or like really fast-paced games like King of the Hill. Those games that like take like only like 10 minutes to play, because basically, okay, this is kind of a player-based issue, but a lot of people don't revive in this game. Like, they will literally walk over your corpse and just like die with the like go Rambo and die than actually playing smart and like reviving their teammates. Even if you're, I've even seen like support not do it. Like, and those people, like, your main class is to literally revive people. So it's kind of crazy that it's a problem. But what I kind of think EA needs to do is make it so you don't like get downed in the fast-paced games like domination, or because it feels like a waste of time at that point, because I'm just like, you'll see, like, I don't even bother waiting because like it's more it's more time like efficient to just die immediately and just respawn and run right back into the fire, into the gameplay right there. So kind of a little critique I have. I think overall, regardless though, in like breakthrough or those long paced ones with huge maps, you have like 5 points, you know, you actually have to travel long distances. It makes a lot more sense to actually, um, you know, have people revive. Like right there, that made sense to revive me, but I think 9 times out of 10, you don't really need to be revived in this game. You just die and respawn. But that's a little critique of mine. Now let's get into, I guess, so what I really think is chaotic about this game, I guess the beta, is there's destruction of like buildings, vehicles, wall, like you name it, like it can likely be destroyed. So like whole houses or whole buildings will come down and you'll just like be confused at what's happening, and it's just like a whole building just crumbled in front of your eyes, but you just got to play through it. So I think that's pretty cool. You gotta like play with your environment a bit more. You don't, you know, you're like not controlled, I guess, by the map, which I think it's pretty cool. Um, yeah, I mean, it's a good game. You know, the thing, my major issue with the game is the publishing company and the price. Okay, because this is by EA. Okay, so we all know the good old Electronic Arts and their, you know, background with pay to win. So I don't, you know, to be fair though, I'm not the biggest expert because have I played a lot of Battlefield in the past? No. But I played this Battlefield and I do know that EA has a record of basically charging their players like more and more money. And you've kind of bought the game already, so it kind of, you know, you're kind of in that sunk cost fallacy there. Well, you already bought the game, so you might as well donate or give more money to the company. But so that's what I'm worried about. And second, at least it's not Ubisoft, but second is that's $70 and not 60, and I think that's a bad precedent. I'm kind of go off the rails here of Battlefield 6, and more into like the gaming sphere. But I think that this game being $70 is not good in the sense that it's kind of setting a precedent if this game does really well, which I think it will, because open beta is already doing really well. There's already a lot of but yeah, I think the open beta will do really well. I mean, I think there's a lot of potential um already. I mean, like when I go into the server queues, I'm like 100,000th in line. Like that's crazy. Like for an open beta, I think 100,000 players plus at any time. It's pretty crazy stuff. But I do think the $70 mark, if this, because this game will be successful, so it's gonna set a precedent for other companies. Like, oh, we can get away with that. Like we can get away with the $70 price tag. And I think that's a scary future for the gaming industry. So we'll have to see how that happens in the future. You know, I'm I really do miss, you know, I really do want games to say $60, of course. 'Cause, you know, like these are multi-billion-dollar companies, but I get it. I mean, like obviously, what does a company do besides make profit? Like your main goal is to literally make profit, so I get it, but it doesn't mean I don't care about that. But so anyways, that's kind of what the open beta has done so far. I think next week is going to be pretty good. I'm probably going to make another video next week on the open beta just because it's going to be totally different. because this is only 4 of like, or 5 of the 8 game modes available in the full release. So it's gonna be totally different next week. The gameplay I'm playing, or the gameplay I'm showing you now, will be totally different in a week's time from now. But I'm, I definitely think there's a lot of potential for this game. Obviously, they need to do a bit of revamping, like I was saying, it needs balancing. Some of the maps too, like for breakthrough, for example. Some of them are so um like challenging to actually break, like to get to different points because the defenders have such good vantage points already in the game. Like it makes it impossible to actually get started and get momentum. So just map changes like that. I mean, the game's coming out in October. I believe it's October 6th, somewhere around there. So they do have a little bit of time, not much though. I think not a whole lot of time for them to change things. So I highly doubt a lot of this stuff will not be changed. I think this is a good indicator of what's to come. Specifically, but I definitely believe, like you should play this game if you have a PC or console and you want to, try it out. It's, I believe, available. Oh, you know what? When I post this, it might not be available anymore. So next weekend on the 14th, you should definitely try it out. It's a good game. There's a lot you can do. I think it's totally game changing when you actually start using vehicles and you start using other things to your advantage, because it might just feel like a one-dimensional first-person shooter, but you actually have your specialties. I think for the engineer you have like an RPG. It's actually crazy, but I definitely believe this game has a lot of potential. But I also hope it doesn't set bad standards for future game releases, because it's EA. All right, like if this was like any other game company besides Ubisoft, I would be I would probably buy the game already, because I just don't think so far it's justified a $70 price tag. I think it's very fun, but $70 is $70, and that is not for the DLC version. DLC version is $100, so hopefully it doesn't turn into I feel like it can either go really well or really bad. It depends. But playing with friends too is pretty fun. I definitely found like playing with other people and backing each other up while you try to capture a point or something a lot more entertaining. So that's pretty neat. Yeah, it says that the Steam turnout was record 521,000 players, which is actually absurd. So that means that it did better in Call of Duty. So like I was saying, like this is definitely gonna do a huge numbers, but I just hope that EA does it right, because I don't know. I feel like it could go either way. But I definitely like I was saying, try out different classes, try out different styles of play, because there's no singular way to play this game. I think it's really like you could go about it very different ways. Obviously, you're not gonna have the best teammates, and you're gonna have people that like don't want to revive you. You're gonna have people that are just like douchebags, but it's a good shooter. But anyways, in summary, what I'm trying to say is, you should definitely try out the game, see if you like it for yourself. Like I was saying, it's gonna be a good game. I know it's like gonna be popular like, no matter what. If it's already pulling those numbers on Steam, like there's no doubt about it. But it's just like $70, $70. I don't know. I don't know. I just I can't wrap my head around. So I don't know. 70 just seems so much more than 60 for some reason, even though it's just $10. But still $10. But yeah, hopefully next week the beta, next week's beta is pretty good. I think let me check what game modes are. Yeah. So we have Rush. Oh, so we're actually gonna have all week 1 game modes on top of it, and all week 1 maps. That's good. Okay, so this can be like a full release, everything. So we have squad deathmatch, rush, and more. So I think squad deathmatch will be fun. Like I was saying though, like if you have revives in deathmatch, it doesn't really make sense. I mean, like you're not really gonna like want to get revived in deathmatch. Like you're just gonna want to get back into the action immediately and not have to, you know, ask people to revive you. Anyways, I think that's gonna be all for the video. This was. Hope you guys enjoyed my gameplay of the Battlefield 6 beta. It's pretty good so far. Definitely a lot of potential. Definitely looking forward to seeing what EA does with the game. And I don't know if I'm gonna buy it. I definitely will have my answer by the end of the second weekend of the beta. But anyways, hope you all enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. And I will see you all in the next video. And until then, bye.